Okay, we're gonna unhook everything that you've already hooked up and make sure that you're ready to hit the road, okay? Here's how I like to do it. I do the water first. So whatever your water line is, I turn off the source. Your source is gonna look different. Might be just like a garden hose. This is one of these pump things. So I'm gonna turn this thing off. So now that the water source is closed, what I like to do is come over here. I've got this double valve set up. The double valve will let you put two hoses on there, but what I also like about it is that it lets me open it up now as a vent, because when I undo my water line, there's going to be water in the line, and instead of it exploding on me at my connection, it's going to vent out over here instead. So it'll make me a little bit more dry. It won't be perfect, but it'll protect me a little bit. So you see, once I start unhooking here, it's already spewing out some water. But you see over there, my vent line is taking most of that water out instead of it squirting into my face over here. So I always like having that vent line, and then just keep on doing it until you have your water line undone. Okay, and then what I like to do is I like to lay it down so that it can still leak out a little bit, but you can see over here that vent line is dripping a little, so that's good, because then that means it's not going to come all over me. And then I just start undoing this, and again, the first thing you always have to do is you got to turn off your water source. After I do that, I like to turn off both of them, so that if there's water in this line, which there is, it's not going to all back up into my RV, right? All that water that's coming out, once I turn it off here, it's not going to come out. It's all going to stay in that line. Okay, so then you just put everything back in here. I like to put this black part up so that it's not down. If it's down, if there is some water in there, it's likely going to leak inside the RV. And then I just double check this end. See, there's still some stuff in here. And then this end, I also like to put up like this. If you do it like this, you're just kind of asking for the water to drip out of it into the RV. So I just like to kind of put it up. And that's the water line. And then the last power line, you got to go to whatever your breaker box is, and you always want to hit the breaker first, okay? You don't want to touch or mess with any of this stuff. You want to turn it off, and then you can disconnect your connection here, okay? Then you can set that part down, come here, unscrew it here, and then there's always a twist to the left, about half an inch or so, and then you jiggle it out. So it's a twist to get there. So that's the power cord. And then I always just double check the sewer line is capped, everything's good. Then I close this and I turn that. This is closed. I close this. That's closed. I don't stand next to the sewer. And then I roll this up as nicely as I can, so that the next stop I make, we're ready to go. But yeah, this is the best way to kind of break down before you have to go. Here, this is just like rolling sound cable or an extension cord. Don't try to roll it too tight, because then you'll constrict the cable and then damage this cable, and this cable is very expensive. So then I got it all. I'm gonna go back to the RV. it in there. We found a good spot for it. Right here. Next to all my goodies. Then put my other stuff on top. Alright, that's it. That's how you break. Oh, actually, there's one more thing. You got your leveling blocks. Got your leveling blocks that you have here to make sure that your rig is level. If your rig's not level, you might not be able to use a propane tank. When you take a shower, the water's not going to drain right. So you'll back up your RV. Don't ever drive over your leveling blocks. Always back up off your leveling blocks and then store them, put them away. And then always do one walk around of the whole RV looking up and down before you leave. Good job. Have fun.